Range exceeding 12,000 kilometers. China launches an intercontinental missile into the Pacific Ocean. The news announced by the Chinese Ministry of Defense in both Chinese and English. At 8:44 on September 25, the rocket force of the Chinese People's Liberation Army successfully launched an intercontinental ballistic missile carrying a training simulation warhead into the relevant attack sea area of the Pacific Ocean. It accurately landed in the predetermined sea area. This is also after the full-range test of the Dongfeng 5 intercontinental ballistic missile in May 1980. China has tested an intercontinental missile into the Pacific Ocean again after a lapse of 44 years regarding the specific model of the intercontinental missile tested by China this time. Although the official has not announced it, however, the intercontinental ballistic missiles equipped by the Chinese rocket force are just those few models: Dongfeng 41, Dongfeng 5B or Dongfeng 31 AG according to the flight path drawn based on the publicly released airspace warning. The intercontinental missile tested by China this time should have been launched from Hainan Island and nearby areas. The predetermined sea area is in the central and eastern part of the Pacific Ocean. The range exceeds 12,000 kilometers. Such a range can determine that China's intercontinental missile test this time is a full-range test. Although the full-range test of intercontinental missiles can be replaced to a certain extent by high trajectories, or data simulation can be carried out by more and more advanced supercomputers. But practice is the sole criterion for testing truth. For example, when the United States conducts intercontinental missile tests, it often uses the full-range test method. Before this, China has only conducted a full-range test of an intercontinental missile once, that is, in May 1980. The Dongfeng 5 intercontinental ballistic missile was launched from Jiuquan in western China. The warhead landed near Tuvalu in the South Pacific, codename 580. The range is 9,300 kilometers. The missile flew for about 30 minutes in order to obtain sufficient data. For that test of the Dongfeng 5 intercontinental missile, China directly dispatched 18 ships of various types of warships and survey ships. So for this new intercontinental missile test by China, some ships for collecting data will inevitably be dispatched. It is also worth mentioning that although China said that the full-range test of the intercontinental missile by the rocket force this time is not targeted at a third party, but who is the intercontinental missile with a range of more than 12,000 kilometers used to deter? I think everyone knows it well. Yes, it is that country that often runs to other people's sea areas on the pretext of freedom of navigation to provoke